Hey everyone, welcome to the Raw Reset. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Amber and I'm on a journey to lose 100 pounds utilizing the raw food lifestyle. I've also made it my mission to help others discover this lifestyle, discover what a true gift it is, and to help heal their bodies, minds, and spirits through raw living foods. Today's video has been a very requested video on my channel, What I Eat in a Day. So I decided to make this video for you guys and just take you through a normal everyday day of mine and to show you guys that this lifestyle could be sustainable, so delicious, and very, very satisfying. So without further ado, we'll get into today. So as soon as I wake up, and I wake up very, very early, as soon as I wake up, I make some warm lemon water. And this helped me so much kick my addiction to caffeine. I was so addicted to caffeine. I was drinking probably 4 cups of coffee just about every single day. And I had tried to quit coffee many, many, many times before and always just went back to it. But now I have absolutely no desire for coffee whatsoever. So it's like a miracle that has occurred. So I really believe that the lemon water being warm is what helped me because I always had a hot cup of coffee. So I think incorporating the lemon water as basically my coffee substitute is how I was able to actually kick my addiction to coffee. So I start with 1 lemon. I always put a whole lemon in my water. If it's a huge lemon, then I usually use half, but just a small lemon and then just juice it in. You can add ginger to this. Sometimes I do that just to wake up your digestion. I always make sure to use a straw. So I have my lemon water about 4 a.m. That's what time I wake up. And then I usually have breakfast around 7. So I'll show you that next. Okay, so it's breakfast time. And so I have some strawberries that I need to use up. And then I have a couple of these little golden papayas. I absolutely love papayas. The funny thing is, when I first started this, it tasted so nasty to me. I think it was because I had an unripe papaya. Now, if you have an unripe papaya, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you have a ripe papaya, there's a giant difference between the two. I decided to give the papaya a try again, and I absolutely loved it. So I've been eating papaya all the time, almost every single day. So it's so good. So these are a couple little small ones. I do have a large one over there, a couple large ones, but they're not ripe yet. So I'm going to eat the small ones. They're ripe. You know they're ripe because they're nice and soft to the touch. So I'll show you how this looks put together. All right, so I've washed these and my strawberries are already washed. So I'm gonna cut up the papaya first. And these seeds are anti-parasitic. So I usually always eat some of the seeds, about a teaspoon, tablespoon sometimes of the seeds. So I always just take a little spoon and just spoon them out. I usually eat about that many seeds there. And the key is to swallow those whole and not crunch them or chew them. All right, so what I like to do with these little ones is I like to just scoop them out. And they come very easily out of the little skin when they're nice and ripe. So I like to just chop these up into cubes, put them in the bowl. All right, my strawberries, I'm just gonna slice those up. So I love starting my day with fruit. I didn't always do that though. I used to start it with a banana bowl when I first started, and I would have nut butter, seeds of some sort, hemp seeds. I would make it super, super, super delicious and filling, go all out with it. As time has gone on, I've learned that I respond best when I keep things easy and simple. And I do really, really well with digestion and energy throughout the day if I start with fruit. So that's what I've been doing for quite a while now, and I love it. It's working. That's one thing you do have to understand is when you start this lifestyle, it's going to be a lot of trial and error. You're going to find things that work, you're going to find things that don't work, and then you can just stick with what does work for your body because all of our bodies are different. And then we're going to top this beautiful bowl of fruit off with some lime juice. And with papaya, I love using a lot of lime juice. Um, I soak it in the lime juice. It's super, super good on the papaya. I just love it. I'm going to mix it in. And there you have my breakfast for today. Super easy fruit bowl of papaya and strawberry. Can't get any easier than that. Now this is going to be filling enough to get me to probably lunchtime. I might have a fruit snack in between, like a banana, but we'll see how I feel. I have been learning to listen to my body and eat when I'm hungry. And that has been something that has been difficult for me um, to learn how to do. And that's one thing about this lifestyle. It is definitely a journey. It's a learning process. It's tapping into your true self again, who you truly are, tapping into your body and recognizing that your body gives you signals constantly and tells you what you need. It's definitely been a process for me. And so I'll enjoy my breakfast and I'll see you for my next meal. All right, guys, I'm back. So I'm going to have a mid-morning snack. I'm hungry. Thought I was going to have a banana, but I'm not really feeling a banana. I'm going to have some celery and a couple dates. And so that should get me on through to lunchtime. So as soon as I get home with my produce, I like to wash it really well, soak it, do the baking soda and all that. I didn't do that for a while. I was only using lemon juice. But now I do wash everything with the baking soda. And then I chop it up and I put it in like this is where I keep my celery. It's just in a Ziploc bag. So it's just easy to get. Everything is prepared. It's just grab and go at that point. I'm not having to pull a whole thing of celery out, chop it up, or wash it, chop it up, and all of that. It's just much easier when it's already done, chopped, then you can grab it and go. So literally, so this is like the easiest meal ever. So literally I'm just gonna put some celery stalks in here. I even have the pit-free dates. So I really don't even have to really do much here. Just throw them in the bowl. I'm gonna have about 3 dates with this. This is a super simple lifestyle, you guys. This literally is the original fast food. It's easy, fast, grab it and go, and you're set. And then I'll see you for my next meal. All right, guys, I'm back and I'm ready for some lunch now. So today I'm going to make a wrap and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, to start my wrap, I have these, which are very convenient. I get these on Amazon. They have a kale version. This is the spinach version. I like them both. They are kind of pricey. These were about $12 for 5 wraps. But to dehydrate the wraps, make the wraps and all that, it's just really time consuming and you have to wait for them and all that. So I love to have these. I'll link these in the description and the comments below if you would like to get some. So we're going to start with the wrap. I just like to build it on my board. Now these spinach ones are smaller than the kale ones. And because these are small, I'm going to make 2 wraps. Okay, so I like to lay them down. And I have a half of avocado here. And so I'm just going to split this in half. Half and half. And I like to smash it on there and spread it out. All right, and the point of a wrap is to get as many nutrients in it as possible. That's my goal. So I'm going to use a red bell pepper. I'm going to use half of one, so I'll just split that between both wraps here. And I like to make the wraps like the rainbow. And then I have some broccoli sprouts left, which I don't have a whole bunch left, just a few broccoli sprouts left. So I'm going to split those up between both. And sprouts are extremely nutritious for you. I should grow my own, but I don't. I buy these little containers off of Whole Foods for like $1.99. And then I'm going to put some microgreens in there for some more nutritional value. And I'm almost out of these as well. Time to go to the store. And I got these ones at Trader Joe's, and they were about $2 less, almost half the cost of the regular grocery store for the microgreens. Which I do have all the stuff to grow my own microgreens too, but I haven't started that yet. All right, and I'm going to add some wild red arugula, just for some more greens and some more nutrients. All right, and then I'm going to add some carrots that I need to use up. And wraps are always very good if you need to use some of your ingredients that you have left in your fridge. So I'll add a few little sticks of carrot in here. I do like to do the rainbow, so I am going to add some purple cabbage as well. And I do need to use up these cherry tomatoes that I have. So I'm just going to cut them up and put them in here. And then I do love using these pepperoncinis. I'm not sure if they're 100% raw, but overall it's got clean ingredients and I love what they do to the wrap. It adds that vinegary, spicy to it. It adds so much more flavor. So I love adding these pepperoncinis. So I do like to add some seasoning to the wraps. And so I love this Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning. It's got little chunks of garlic, some sesame seeds, poppy seeds. It's really, really good. If you don't have a Trader Joe's near you, you can find this seasoning similar just about anywhere. All right, then just pack it in, roll it up. There you guys have it, a beautiful rainbow wrap for lunch. So I will see you for my next meal, which will be dinner. All right, guys, it's time for dinner now. And so I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like for today. I'm going to make a deconstructed taco bowl, and I'll show you how I put that all together. Okay, guys, to start, I have a cup of soaked walnuts. So I'm just going to put that in my handy dandy mixer here. This recipe is very easy. This is for the taco meat. Just going to put the walnuts in. We're going to add some grape tomatoes that I added to my wrap earlier. So I'm just going to add a handful. I might add a couple more, but I'm just going to wait and see the consistency of it. I have about a half a jalapeno left, so I'm going to throw that in there. A little bit of red onion, just a couple slices really. And then some lime juice. This is that half a lime that I used for the papaya this morning. And then I have some garlic powder here. So I'm going to add a good amount, a good teaspoon, I would say. And then some onion powder, a good teaspoon as well. And I like to add a little hot sauce. So just a couple little squirts. And then I like to add a tablespoon of coconut aminos for that saltiness. And I might add a little bit of salt to this, but we'll mix that up and see what happens here. And I'm just going to make this into a consistency of taco meat. There you have it. Walnut taco meat, easy peasy. So I have a little bit of iceberg lettuce I need to use up. So I'm going to shred that, put that in there. I really love iceberg lettuce with tacos. I'm used to the American style of taco, I guess. I just think that the iceberg goes really well with the taco meat. So this is going to be like my base here. All right, I'm going to add some more purple cabbage. Great to get our cruciferous vegetables in. And then I'm going to add those tomatoes that I didn't add to the walnut meat. Just going to throw those in there. And then that other half of avocado that I didn't use for my wraps, I'm going to use it for my taco bowl. I'm just going to slice that up. I'm going to add some taco meat, add our avocado. And then I have some cultured sour cream that I made. I'll link this recipe up top for you. So if you want to check that out, it's absolutely delicious in so many recipes. And then I'm going to add a little more hot sauce to the top. Another beautiful raw meal. This dinner is going to make me full, satisfied. It's going to be absolutely delicious and hyper nourishing to my body. If you want access to more of my resources, recipes, online community, which is a growing community of like minded people who are taking their health seriously, incorporating more raw foods into their life, I'd love to have you there. All the links to all my resources will be in the comments and the descriptions below. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you guys.